the system is put in place, are there still any other psychological barriers to recycling? Probably we need to do some research on that. But I think and co-construct some new knowledge.
When we start, I'll also start my people on this.
As I can see.
If you reply to someone, is it good? Like suppose I say yes, I do, or something like that.
Maybe a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, with some evidence or source.
Because these replies are also like only one. I mean, this is okay, but okay.
You can do research and add links or images. Let's try that. I'm trying to respond to Yun. I checked what are the countries that where the recycling is mandatory.
I mean, the example that comes up in India always is about Japan, because the way they are, I mean, I don't know much about Korea, but in Japan they have this, not about recycling, it's about cleanliness. Like whenever they go to any foreign country, like in like a football matches or cricket or anything, they just even clean the trash of other people when they find like these are like there was a lot of news articles on that,
like social campaigns.
And then people in India start talking about the mentality, like because they're trained like that from their childhood that they should keep their surrounding clean or something like that. They don't think that okay, it's not my work, why should I touch the or something like that. Like, but I don't think there's any.
How to connect two ideas? I mean,
if you want to reply to my question, then you can do this.
I mean, I think these two ideas more or less the same.
We can just post a Google link as a reply, right?
No, I don't think it's necessarily overlapping because it's
Low
about
recycling rate.
whether it's mandatory or if it's optional, but this is more like ranking.
So how can we
Mentality.
merge them together? No, it's not possible.
Merge.
Oh, there's a nice post on that.
Oh,
Come on.
No. Let's forget about this.
The psychology of why people don't recycle. Did you also get that?
No, I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, that's a nice article. I just googled it and the first one was that. I can send this as a reply to you. Copy. So how do we reply? So for reply also you type build on. That's the only option. To reply to some comment, I also type build on. And then the build on. So how do you say this? Like, so now I'm providing additional information to her question, which she asked that is it relevant to mentality? Like I find that link. So I say this thing and then say putting our knowledge together.
I think not yet, not so soon. Putting our knowledge together, that is the rise above. Yeah. You wanted to
because all the other options are not.
Yeah, construct.
It's like additional information or reply, right? I mean, I don't find them relevant to mention this. Like, it's not a theory. A better theory, no. New information, no. It's in the internet. This theory cannot explain.
Who are you responding to?
Yun.
What did she say?
There should be research.
Where recycling is mandatory.
on the I need to understand whether the low recycling rate is relevant, like how the recycling rate is related to the mentality. There's
Oh, you want to respond to it?
yeah.
You have an answer, or it's just your opinion? You have a backup evidence base?
Because you are asking about research, so I understand the research.
This is very
But
interesting.
the problem is, I am not sure. Apart from this, I'm not sure how all these options won't fit in
Can
the
you put new information?
But I don't think this is new information.
Just put it there. It's new information, isn't it?
Wow, I should reduce the in bit.ly.
Do you use the
really
link?
huge.
No, do you use the link format?
Okay.
We're supposed to be better than them for Knowledge Forum, but they are very good. They're young people.
No, I mean, I'm also seeing the speech to text and this, that.
No,
so
for
many...
me also, I've not used it for quite some time. I'm also like losing my... That is very interesting. Like, why? Have you added that? I have something to say to that. I want to talk about housing, the structure of housing. That has an effect in Switzerland, like Singapore. I mean, yeah, because in Singapore, it's high-rise buildings. So recycling, it does impede recycling in the sense that you have to
come down
all the way to, and also Chinese cooking. It's really horrible to smell if you were to really observe recycling. You need to dispose immediately. That's why the high-rise buildings have those rubbish chutes for you to...
like come down. I mean, like that, even our cooking is very strong in smell.
Okay, class, I think we have some really exciting ideas and theories, informations on the Knowledge Forum. I'd like us to talk about it and share our knowledge together and co-construct some new knowledge.
Just when we start, I'll also start the mic.
Yeah.
On why people don't research.
As I can see that there are many new questions coming on board to this overarching question that what are the challenges that fostering reduce, reuse, and recycle. We talk about mindset, we talk about psychological issues, we talk about reinforcement at the community level, at the national level, at the municipality level. And we also talk about different countries having different directions, goals for recycling, and different policies to frame that recycling effort. And perhaps we would like to share about how your country drives recycling and what you see is effective or not effective and why. Maybe let's start. Anyone can start. Perhaps I talk about Singapore first, the housing structure. I think that is a great hindrance to recycling. First, the high-rise buildings. In the high-rise building and the build-up of the apartment, which means to say that it takes conscious effort to dispose and to divide your rubbish. No, if you were to do recycling habitually or daily or weekly, or you find a storage room in your respective apartments to store these different garbage and dispose them on a weekly basis. And the other built-in feature that we have in most high-rise buildings in Singapore is the rubbish chutes that facilitate quick disposal of household waste, especially those raw food or stale food. And I would think that this also it doesn't motivate people to do recycling if you can quickly dispose those garbage in the kitchen through the rubbish chutes. So my theory is that what will promote recycling or hinders recycling has got to do with the way the buildings are made, apart from governmental policies and campaigns or to drive this recycling practice at the community or at the national level. Yeah, anyone else?
You said the housing style, I mean the high-rise building is a hindrance for the recycling. I have different kind of opinion because in Korea we have like many high-rise buildings.
How high is the height?
It can be up to like 60 floors, or it can
60?
Wow.
60.
That's
I mean, like normal apartments are like 20 stories building, and there is a designated places for recycling. So I think it's like easier than just like one-story housing because we have designated section for plastic, clothes, and like other materials. So we know for sure where we have to dump them. But if you're living in a like one-story house, then it's kind of obscure how to categorize them. So it's better to have system already in the apartment so we can dump in a...
How near are these centers for you to dispose the garbage?
Oh,
How near, the nearness, the distance from the...
It's usually in the ground level 3.
Within the same
Same building.
block, the
Yeah.
same structure. I see, okay.
So we can just put the garbage in the elevator and we can just put it down. So I think it's an easy system.
So probably my theory doesn't explain the hindrance very well. A new theory would be what do you think is the new that explains why people are not motivated to observe recycling, or what are the real challenges?
It can't be that simple because I think, like somebody mentioned earlier, I think it's really about the people's mindset, and I don't even remember where this mindset came from when it comes to Korean people, because I have been used to, I'm used to this system for entire my life, so I don't know where this mindset came from actually.
I mean, the reason I mentioned about the mindset was because the current Prime Minister of India, when he was elected for the first time like 5 or 6 years back, he started a movement on a particular day called, in Hindi it is called Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which means Clean India Campaign. And after